Available by Loj. Absolutely love that tune. You are still tuned in to the Midday Show with me, Mayowa and Nika.
Hola.
On the Beats 99.9 FM, the heartbeat of Lagos. The time right now is 1:56 p.m. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a guest on the show today, okay? It's not just any guest, it's an international guest, okay? He's one of the hottest rappers out there right now, one of the hottest to grab the mic. He's got everybody and their mama, saying, have you seen the state of our body?
Let me in, I ain't wearing no,
I'm sure you already know who I'm talking about. It's the one, the only Arrdee. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Hey.
People, we good?
Hi, Arrdee. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Yourself?
So you are joining us all the way from the UK. What's the weather saying in the UK right now?
It's clear blue skies, It's perking up a little bit over here. It's quite bipolar.
Oh wow, we've swapped because it's raining and dark and cloudy in Nigeria right now, so that is crazy.
Is it?
Yes. So welcome to Beat FM.
Welcome.
I know this is your first time with us, but it's not your first time in Nigeria, right? You've been to Nigeria a couple times, haven't you?
I've been once.
You've been once. And what were some of your takeaways? What was your impression of Nigeria?
The vibe was sick, man. Unfortunately, I only got to spend just over 48 hours, but it was a sick time. I mean, apart from the fact, kind of a good and a bad thing, but we didn't sleep the entire time we was there, pretty much, because we were just constantly moving and I do a lot, and I was there with Tion and Black Sharif, so yeah, man, it was definitely a good time. I'd like to come back and take in the whole experience, maybe with a little bit of sleep, maybe spend a week.
Yeah.
A little bit longer,
A week's not even enough time. There's so much to do out here. Well, I say so much, but we like to do one thing, which is party.
Exactly.
I know. I was there. I definitely know.
Yeah. But you've been having a great year already in 2023. You've got some new songs out right now, and then one song that is, currently on heavy rotation and everybody is loving is your song with Kat Bonds, "Home for My Heart." Now, Kat Bonds, she's killing it right now. How did that collaboration come about?
Well, I mean, obviously, prior to that, we made a lot of drill hits, a lot of drill records, and then I had a little break from recording music, and then I went into another writing camp for a week. But I said I wanted to spend the week making just music that was a little bit different, a little bit more touching and from the heart, and a little bit more emotional. And I wanted some big hooks. I wanted some singing hooks. I wanted to make music that can live for 10 years plus and still have the same message, basically. Yeah, and then my team contacted her. We ended up meeting for the first time in the studio and just bounced off each other and come up with like a concept that we both related to and come up with ideas. And that was the first song we made, "Home from My Heart," of that whole writing camp for the whole week. That was day one.
And what's the message behind that song, "Home for My Heart"?
Yeah, man. It's definitely one that touches home for a lot of people.
No, I'm asking you, what's the message behind it? Like how personal is it to you?
What's the message? Well, it doesn't, not necessarily as an artist, but for me, and I know for Kat, we were both relating and agreeing on the fact that it's quite hard for people to understand the concept that our lives are so busy and we're always here, there and everywhere. We don't really know where we come and where we go, where we start and where we finish. And yeah, man, like I said, literally the title of the song, like not knowing where your home is and stuff. So it gets difficult, and I feel like it's the same for anybody that's working hard or has got a job and they have to be away all the time and things like that. I feel like it's quite a relatable one, man.
That's true. Now, Mayowa said 2023 for you so far has been amazing, but we can't talk about the year you had last year. 2022 for you was fantastic, I believe. Your album Peer Pressure was certified gold. You had over 1 billion streams at one point. You even had a European tour. So all that happening in the space of 12 months. How did you keep up?
I didn't, to be fair. It's all still catching up. No, I always say it's a hard one. You don't really get a lot of time to take a step back and take things in when everything's constantly moving so much. So you just have to enjoy it. Like I said, rapper now, might as well live in it.
I like that.
Yeah.
So would you define yourself as a rapper or a drill artist? Do you have a particular box, or you're open to many genres?
I mean, I'd class myself as an artist. If you heard the stuff we're working on for my project at the moment that I'm working on, there's all kinds of music, from rapping to singing to jumpy to deep to Afrobeat. So yeah, I just say an artist.
Nice.
I love it. Now, speaking of last year, you released, your debut album called Peer Pressure. Tell us, a little bit behind the name, or why did you decide to call it that? Because I was reading somewhere that you were supposed to call it The Foundation before or something. But yeah, so how did you come about the name Peer Pressure for the album?
I mean, I can't even take credit. It's not even a mad story, unfortunately. My DJ, the foundation just wasn't right. It wasn't sitting with the team right. We were bouncing off each other. And obviously I'm from Brighton and had been putting pressure onto the scene from the minute I started, and Brighton and being from where I'm from is a big part of all of that. And my DJ was just like, what about peer pressure? And I was like, no.
Ooh, Brighton Pier.
Yeah.
Now I see why it's called Pier like that.
Yeah, so I didn't even get it at first. And I was like, no, man, that's a dead name. And he was like, no, peer pressure is in like the pier. And I was like, oh.
Shout out to your DJ.
Yeah,
Love it.
So one thing I like about your music sometimes is like you like to use samples from older songs. Like your song you had, Flowers, Say My Name. Absolutely loved the original version of that song, but I think your version of that song made me love it even more. So is that something we're going to see in your next projects? Are you going to be sampling some more old songs and giving them more life?
Yeah, man, 100%. It's always a fun thing to do, to put my spin on tracks and stuff, especially ones that have a big influence on me. So yeah, man, you'll definitely see something like that.
Loving it. Looking forward to that. Now, 2023, you've already dropped Loser, and, A Home for My Heart with Cat Bones is out right now. Like I said earlier, everybody's loving it. I'm loving it. It's definitely one of my favorite songs from you. But what should we be looking out for, in 2023? Should we be expecting, another album or, a project in the works?
I don't know how much I can announce, so we're definitely working on the biggest thing that I've worked on so far in my career. So it's a huge project. This year for me is more about expanding and, one, being a bit vulnerable, but two, showing my credibility and my credibility and my artistry. But in the same breath, you're still gonna hear, come summertime, all them bangers that everybody fun anthems, isn't it? So yeah, we're still gonna get a few of them.
Nice. So does the idea that people recognize you, is that still like weird to you? Or can you walk down the street and people are like, oh my god, Arrdee, and you're like, oh, it's nothing, sweetheart, nothing?
I wouldn't say, oh no, it's nothing. I mean, it's always nice to get appreciation from people. It's definitely something that I'm used to at this point, and obviously sometimes it's sick, it's amazing, I love it, and like I say, I love all my listeners and supporters, and sometimes it can get a little bit technical if I'm out and I'm not maybe in that headspace and I'm getting mobbed, but you deal with it as it comes. I'm definitely used to it though, for sure.
Now, what would you say are like a couple like major or minor changes that has happened in your life, like since the fame came about? Like obviously maybe privacy is not something you have as much anymore because people know who you are. But would you say there are any big changes since like the fame and like the money? Because the money's there.
I mean, it's weird. I said in my recent Instagram caption, I'm kind of just growing up in the public eye. Like everybody who knows who I am is watching me grow up, because before I blew, we had lockdown.
Yeah.
And that was for 2 years. And then prior to that, I was 16, so I'd just finished school. So, yeah.
Sorry, how old are you?
I'm 20.
So you're a whole Gen Z.
20 and killing the game, by the way.
Yeah, man.
Young and getting it. Love it.
Yeah,
Listen.
Getting it for real.
For real. Okay, 2023, you said, you have a bunch of things in the works, and we should be expecting, the summer tunes and the bops and things like that. Should we also be expecting, a Nigerian collaboration anytime soon? Because you've been to Nige, and you're talking about the Adiolas in your songs. You're talking about... Yeah, so should we be expecting, any Nigerian collaborations anytime soon?
Yeah, you definitely should. I don't want to give away too much, but... yeah, you definitely should.
If we guess the artist you're going to collab with, would you tell us?
Probably not.
Okay, quick question. Who are you listening to right now? Like, if I was to open your Spotify or your Apple Music, like, who's going to pop up?
That's a great question, you know. Do you know what? I've been going back to quite a lot of old school music recently. So, obviously, everybody has different playlists. But yeah, in recent times, I've been going back on my old school stuff, got my 50 Cent stuff, Lil Wayne.
Hey.
American hip-hop is in rotation for me at the moment. I can't lie. I feel like real rap and hip-hop is about to make a comeback as well.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because one of the biggest Nigerian artists we have right now, he made a comment like a couple months ago talking about how, like, quote-unquote, rap is dead. So, like, being like a rapper yourself, what do you feel about that comment?
I think it's bold and strong to say rap is dead. I definitely think that it's just a lot broader now, and obviously rap as a genre now is kind of pop.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have the same raw essence that it had once upon a time, but also it's a lot bigger and a lot more universal and in a way better placed than where it was once upon a time. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't say it's dead. That's a strong opinion.
For sure. I definitely agree. Rap is in fact not dead. Especially with you in the game. I mean, what are they talking about? But Arrdee, yeah. But Arrdee, this has been so much fun. But before we let you go, we're going to play a quick game, okay? This game is called Can Arrdee Guess the Nigerian Slang? All right? So we're going to be throwing some Nigerian slangs to you, and you have to guess what they mean, okay? Now, like I said earlier, you know, I feel like you should know a bit of these slangs. You've come to Nigeria once.
For like 24 hours.
Even though you've been here at least. So let's start the game. The first slang that I'm going to throw your way, it's an easy one. You should know this one. How far?
Huh?
How far?
So if I say to you,
Yeah.
Arrdee, how far now?
What? What? This is an easy one.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking? How far do I have to go to get to the pier?
If I'm like,
Is it like what you saying? Like obviously we say what you're saying is like what you're.
Yeah. It's like how far?
it's
Like,
like
what
how
you
far?
saying?
Like what you saying?
I mean,
Like,
yeah, that it means the same thing.
Like
What
how?
you on? What you on?
Yeah. It's also like how are
So I
you?
got that one. So I got that one.
Yeah.
We'll give you half a point.
Half a point. All right. The next one. Can you guess what this means? Ichoke. Ichoke.
I feel like saying you're choking would be the simple answer, but it's not that.
How do you even define ichoke?
Yeah. But can you
I
just
don't
guess?
know, either like you are choking, like you like no words, like speechless, like I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of close. That's kind of close. It's kind of like, you know, when something is, you know how people say it's giving now. So like when something is giving and they leave you like speechless almost.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got that one as well then.
Okay. So maybe you lied to us. Maybe you were in Lagos for like a week. You just didn't tell anybody.
All right, next one is wahala.
Oh, this is easy.
Oh, I don't even know how I know I don't use the word, but I don't know how I could like explain the definition of it. But I actually do know what it means.
Like off the top of your head.
Like wahala everywhere. Hey, right now there's wahala in Lagos.
Yeah, just like madness. I can't swear, innit? I know we're on radio.
Yeah.
But foolishness going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll give you 2 points for
2
that.
points for that. Okay. Next one is okpo.
I don't even know this.
You know what's so mad? I should know what that means because it's in the tune, didn't it? And Tion told me what it meant at the time. And I fully can't remember.
Okpo. Basically, it means it's plenty. Like,
That's it.
it's plenty. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
All right. Next one is they play.
I mean, I can only imagine it's like they're trying it, like they're trying to mess with you or they're playing with you. I don't know.
Yeah,
Nah.
like kind of, isn't it?
Nah. It's kind of like when somebody's being like somebody's being like oblivious, or you're being gullible, or like a novice to what's happening, you can use the term like, oh, stay there, just they play. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So like when somebody's being a novice or somebody's being oblivious, you be like, they play. So that's what that means. Okay, next one is when you say someone is an ajebota. Ajebota.
Like I could be classed as an ajebota.
Ajebota.
I like to identify as an ajebota.
Relax. but can you guess what it means? Ajebota.
Is it like a hot chick?
No, but I identify as that too.
It's kind of like when you say someone is bougie.
Like a rich kid.
Like a rich kid. Like a bougie chick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You call her an ajebota. Yeah, basically.
Like we'd call it like posh.
Yeah, posh totties, stuff like that.
See, you didn't do too bad.
So you could be a resident Nigerian. You could live here. You know your slang.
I feel like I surprised myself.
Right? But before we let you go, quickly, so you are an artist. You are a worldwide artist. But if you weren't doing music, what else would you be doing?
Either Wahala or I don't know, something in the entertainment industry of some form. I like spotlight and attention.
I saw a picture on your Instagram with you in some boxing gear. You wouldn't be a fighter? Or is your face too pretty?
No. We don't do fighting.
Oh, love it. But once again, Arrdee, thank you so much. We definitely love this interview. Thank you for stopping by. It's been great. And, good luck on everything that you're going to be doing this year. Hopefully you come to Nigeria once again this year. And we're expecting that Nigerian collab.
And do a African leg of your tour. Because I don't understand why all these international artists be going around the world and they don't come to Africa.
And they be calling it a world tour too.
Yeah. We're here too, Arrdee.
Yeah, man, 100%, man. I'll definitely be excited to come back as well. So I appreciate you lot having me on too.
Definitely. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Hoping you enjoy the sunshine in the UK while it lasts, because it's going away very soon. Hope you know that.
I'm gonna try.
Hey, love it. Anyways, you are still tuned in to the Midday Show with Mayo and Nicole. It's back to the music. Coming up next is some Arrdee featuring Cut Barnes with this one called Home for My Heart. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked.